Shall we start? No? Ladies first?
No, say it, because I think it sounds really nice with your accent.
What, Archwell Audio?
Yeah.
Archwell Audio.
I mean...
Really?
Shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, today is December 3rd, 2021. It is 2:46 a.m. Alright, some new subscribers. And this video has nothing to do with the lawsuit. That was before the lawsuit. So anything you guys have seen from, I believe, December 10th, I think. Let me see. Yeah, I have until December 11th. Okay, or videos. Actually, there's more I haven't even edited yet. So probably, most likely after December 20th, I will say. These are things will be after the lawsuit. But the recent one that I did regarding the lawsuit is on Team Sussex. Go check it out because I need to create my views in order for me to get to be on the monetization program. I have the subscription, but I don't have the amount of views. I took out some of those videos that will probably suspend my channel, so I took them out. Alright, so alright, let's go on Twitter, see what's going on, because a lot is going on. Alright, this is the first one here. HRH, Judicial Office. Who's that? Okay, Judicial Office on the work of judges and magistrates. Retweet don't mean endorsement for Scotland follow. Okay, followed by Dr. Shola Mushabu and 3 others that I follow. Alright, so this one, I actually not retweeted, I took that link, put it on my community board that's regarding HRH, the Duchess of Sussex information thing. Alright, so I started reading it and then I was really busy yesterday and I stopped and then I just put it on the community board for you guys to share. To share with you. Alright, HRH, the Duchess of Sussex versus Associated Newspaper, full judgment and summary now available here. Alright, so that's why I got the link to share with you. So I'm not gonna read it because you guys could take the time and read it yourself. Alright, I'm here for the tweet here. Okay, congratulations to Meghan. To have your trust betrayed like that is hurtful. Jason Kenoff, William, Kate abused their power and justice won. Alright, there's that. I think I tweeted that as well. Not tweeted, put that on my community board where I talk about, what was I talking about? Let's see. Let me go on my community board. There was something I said in terms of this that was very interesting. This is the link that I share with you. All right, not that one. It was this one. And I thought it crossed my mind, and I thought I'd share with you. How many people? 97. Oh, there's 20 comments. The comments I'll read on my own, or you guys could go in and check it yourself. All right. By the way, have anyone taking a second to thank God for this appeal? An appeal that any well-minded person knew was uncalled for, because we knew the law and human dignity was on the Duchess's side. Did anyone learn anything from it? Well, this is what I learned. All right, that the enemy has or have revealed themselves. Many of us have spoken based on humble opinion, but when the enemy came out and said, quote, "Hi, I'm the enemy," end quote, you have to say, quote, "Thank you for revealing yourself. You didn't have to, but glad to know." I'm telling you, glad to know I'm dealing with you. All right, so here I did a video in 2020. Okay, and it has been done before, where I said who Harry should be very careful with. And to know from this appeal for this guy to go and try to help Associated newspaper to fight them in court, it's like, oh my God, he come out and tell and reveal himself. Now I and hopefully you to keep your prayers going, because people who think and behave like these derangers do not know logical things. Their tunnel vision is still fixated on whatever. I wanted to say more, but I just leave it as this. Alright, just saying cheers to DM, JK, Toby, and Coat Hanger. Alright, so that's that. I'm telling you, this thing revealed themselves. Even though people wasn't sure, we talking humble opinion and this, then that thing just pretty much revealed itself. Alright, let's see here. All right, so that what's I read on my community board. Okay, let's see here. The judges say all Jason did was noise. Wow. Did I finish with this? Okay. Congratulations to Meghan. To have your trust betrayed like that is hurtful. Jason Knopf, William, and Kate abused their power, and justice won. All right. The judges said all Jason did was noise. No bearing on the case. That's what I was saying, because the minute they came up, I was hearing that the Mail on Sunday came with new evidence and all of that. And people were saying, oh, Meghan lied and this and that. Just because Meghan said, I forgot her exact words. Something came where Meghan said, I wasn't aware of it. So she apologized to the court. Right? Come to find out, it's just the text. Long and behold, the text actually support Meghan's case. Meghan was like, okay, if you're gonna say portion of the text, the information that I have privately with you, now this is what I said. They better be careful not to call them to court, because Meghan doesn't give a F. And when she was writing her stuff, she was being honest with them. She was being honest with them, but they used that honesty as being scared or whatever. So Meghan was like, okay, if you're gonna pick portion of the text to fit your narrative, you might as well put everything out, because I was talking with my full chest. So for everybody to know the context of where your partial of truth is coming from. And then when I read it myself, and I was like, oh my God, this thing actually strengthened Meghan's case, because in 2 occasions she said, do not share it. All right. She brought it up vaguely by on her own without anyone asking her. She was saying something, I forgot how she put it, to like this conversation is between you and me. And then the next thing he asked in response to say, can I share it with Sam Cohen? I believe it was. Meghan said no. So 2 different places she said do not share it. And then to pick, I don't know how many other conversations Meghan had at her time with them over there while she was over there, to pick exactly this part. It's like God had to push them to say, pick this part to strengthen Meghan's case. I don't understand these people. But anyway, let's hear. Okay, this is amazing. I'm so happy for Meghan. She did not give up despite the attack she was getting in the media and online on almost a daily basis. My kind of Duchess. I read this in my other video on Team Sussex. Alright, So let me continue. You know what? While I'm here, let me read it for the sake of this video. Oh, damn, it's too small. Okay, this is a victory, not for me, but anyone who has ever felt scared to stand up for what is right. It reminds me the same thing she's been saying when she was a little girl. All right, with this one, it's preceded. Okay, it's very small. It's very small. I'm gonna leave it because I left my glasses in the living room where I was editing on my thing, and I don't want to stop recording. It's very small in front of me.
So since I'm editing, I thought I could just insert this here. And I started reading it, and I'm editing, I could always insert that. So let me read it for the sake of this video. Okay, this Thursday, December 2nd, 2021, statement from Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. This is a victory not just for me, but for anyone who has ever felt scared to stand up for what's right. While this win is precedent setting, what matters most is that we are now collectively brave enough to reshape a tabloid industry that conditions people to be cruel and profit from the lies and pain that they create. From day one, I have treated this lawsuit as an important measure of right versus wrong. The defendant has treated it as a game with no rules. The longer they drag it out, the more they could twist facts and manipulate the public, even during the appeal itself, making a straightforward case extraordinarily convoluted in order to generate more headlines and sell more newspapers. Later on, the next couple videos, there's a article that Brian Capecourt had wrote, and he stated the fact that Meghan have written here is that they wanted to pretty much what Meghan says in this article, to pretty much put her on trial so they could create headlines. All right, so let me continue reading this. Okay, make it straightforward case extraordinarily convoluted in order to generate more headlines and sell more papers, a model that reward chaos above truth. In the nearly 3 years since this began, I have been patient in the face of deception, intimidation, and calculated attacks. Today, the court ruled in my favor again, cementing that the mail on Sunday owned by Lord Jonathan Wathamer has broken the law. The courts have held the defendant to account, and my hope is that we all begin to do the same, because as far removed as it may seem from your personal life, it's not. Tomorrow it could be you. These harmful practices don't happen once in a blue moon. They are daily fare that divide us, and we all deserve better. All right, so let me continue with my original recording.
All right. Let me continue some of the tweet here. Talking about the high class way, Meghan called them the Daily Fair. Yeah, somewhere at the bottom, she called Daily Fair. The law is clear cut. The Daily Fair went overboard with their big mouth. All right, justice prevail. And is this on some sort of how will I say it? Unsigned agreement? They thought that just because she's black, everybody should be against her. Where majority of people who have conscience were saying, you better call this right, because if you guys could do this to her, can you imagine me? And I think it opened a lot of people's
Eyes.
Okay, justice publication should never be given free rein to terrorize the people it covers. Thank you, Meghan, and I hope more people are motivated to take action against any lies, privacy breaches that get pushed on the pages site of such publication. And the thing is that the Daily Mail, any newspaper out there, they know a lot of people don't want to go to the court. Not because they're scared, they just don't want to deal with the mess. All right, you have to be consistent with the thing, and they know how to throw things around. Look how many things they did to prevent the case from moving forward. So each time they do such thing, is that you have to pay your lawyer to do these things. Okay, so what happened is that many people don't want to deal with that, and it costs them because lawyers are not free. Every time they spend on your case, it's money. So there's a possibility. It's like you're throwing a coin there out there. Are you gonna win, or are you gonna get a good judge, or this and that? Look at Johnny Depp, for example. All right, his case took a lot of money. It's not cheap. And look how it went, even though he proved himself. These are the things many people are afraid of. So therefore, those tabloids are doing that to people because they know they're afraid to do that. In one tweet, I believe Brian Capecott said something that it's one of the journalists that I follow in the UK, that even if Meghan were to lose this appeal, uh, it's okay because she still have like the card on her side, the law on her side, or somewhere. I'm just paraphrasing how he did, but the Daily Fair is it's like another day in the office, so to speak. That they've been to court so many times, is they already know their way around the court system. So can you imagine someone like me or you who don't even want to deal with the justice system, where you have to deal with these people, and every time you think your case is moving forward, they throw a curveball where you have to pay your lawyer extra, and then it doesn't guarantee you once the judge hear your case you're gonna win, and then all your money is gonna go out the window, and most likely you'll be bankrupt. So they know this part. So thank God Meghan, stick to her gun. And I said this before as well. That was the only thing she had against them. For the amount of abuse that they threw at her on a daily basis, this was it. That was the only thing she had on them. She could There's no way she could have called them to court on things that they were saying about her on the paper. They could have easily said, "Is their opinion? Is this and that?" Turn it completely 360. But that one, the letter, the letter specifically was the only thing. That's it. So she had to fight it. And I've given you, for those who knew from other videos, I've told you, I've called one of my gem to court. It's not like I wanted to do it, but they tormented me so many for stupid things. Stupid things. I tried to avoid them completely. But when I saw that they were stealing money from my credit card, it's not like by hundreds or dollars or something like that. It's by pennies. They were stealing money from my credit card by pennies. I think it was 35 cents. Once I saw that, and I said, you know what, let me shut them off, and I'm taking them to court. They even asked me to settle, okay, to settle. And I told them no, because once I took that step, and then I prevent, you don't know how many times I prevent myself from taking that step because I was trying to be nice to them. And I didn't want to deal with the court system. But they kept at it, they kept at it. And then once they saw I took the proper step, they tell me let's settle. I was like, no. Now I'm on you now because I was trying to avoid it. So I saw this in Meghan when she filed that thing, and I could feel the anger in her because I'm pretty sure she was trying her best not to go to all this extent, but they push her. They push her. Me for 35 cents, I went and they were trying to ask me for 1,000. And then guess what? Even though a lot of things went to my mind once I was in the court, but I think the judge saw what I was doing, why I called this to court. You know, I don't want to go in full detail, but the thing is that, and I told myself, for 35 cents, and I'm doing this, and then these people have been doing this for years. You know, let me go get out of this clean, so I don't do, those people don't come, do more stuff because I don't want to deal with them anymore. And as soon as the case done, within, I'll say a month, maybe 2 months or 3 months later, the gym closed. Why? Because they took like 2 or 3 lawyers to represent them. All right, that costs money. All right, so let's hear. Justice publication should never be giving free rein to terrorize the people it covers. Thank you, Meghan, and I hope more people are motivated to take action against any lies, privacy breaches that get pushed on the pages site of such publication. Okay. Deeply concerned that lying is permitted in the UK courts for the well-connected, but perjury for us plebs. All right, it's weird how only the people who use British tabloid as gospel are the ones talk about lies when the judges never said that. But none if you seem to mind the Prince William's employee edited those texts you are referring to. All right, trust the Duchess to make a case about copyright and privacy learned opportunity for the global world. And the thing is that they were so freaking blind with their hate They didn't see the ripple effect. For the global stand that this thing was on, I don't know why they reinsert themselves under appeal. I don't understand why they did that. Like I be praying, let the blind see. Maybe that's what God pushed them to do that, to insert themselves under appeal so the global scale could see them for who they are. That must be it, because there was no reason for it. Trust the Duchess to make a case about copyright and privacy law. And the next step that she needs to take is that Jason Kenoff. This is where, okay, I think Meghan's lawyer is gonna tell her, let's wait for a few. Okay, wait for a few. Let's see what the Daily Mail is gonna do. If they, I think they have one more step, which is to go to the Supreme Court or something like that. My humble opinion here. So her lawyers probably said, let's wait after the. Let's see how long they're gonna take to appeal that appeal that just happened here, and see if they go to the Supreme Court. After that, then we could go after Jason Kenoff, because it's from there. This is what I sort of wanted. From getting Jason Kenoff to call him to court, that's where we're gonna hear more dirt. Okay, not with the Daily Fail. I don't want anything to do with the Daily Fail anymore. But with Jason Kenoff, call him to court and make him come and testify. What give him the right to? We all know who. Okay, we all know who, but Meghan doesn't know. All right, she's gonna pretend she knows, but Meghan is gonna pretend she doesn't know, but call his ass to court and said, I specifically told you, do not share my information. Why was it shared? Okay, why was it shared? And then the Daily Mail had information about it. All right, they know that there was electronic version of it. Okay, I don't know. Maybe the Daily Mail could have known through the father that Meghan sent her a letter, because they took proper steps to find out where the father is. There's more to it. Okay, I'm not going to the whole full of chain and how the Daily Fail, let's call it what it is now. The Daily Fail know that where her father is, and that he had the letter. But let's pretend we don't know the chain of event here. Let's pretend that, okay, we're taking it from when the Daily Fail know where the father is. From talking to him, they know that he has a letter. Okay, so the father show him. So how did they know there was an electronic version? That's the part. Okay? That's the part. How did they know I spoke with you regarding what I was talking to you about? Okay? Where you had to push me to put this in public because I wanted everything to be private. I didn't even mention it to court. I'm talking like as if I'm Meghan right now. Meghan didn't even mention this portion to court because it was unnecessary. It was uncalled for. Okay? Because the thing had to do with copyright and privacy. Okay, so this part she didn't bring it up because it was private. Okay, the court didn't really need to know about that. But since you mentioned it and I have to protect myself, you might as well put it out. Let the court see for themselves. Let the text speak for themselves. Because I specifically told you in that text, do not share my information. So since you bring it up, now I have to protect myself. It's under the law now. All right, everything already been out about myself, so might as well put the whole thing out. Let the judge see for themselves. Lo and behold, it strengthened her case. Let me read some few more because I have some more to go. I might have to do several recording. Whenever I get to editing them, that's another story. Okay, trust the Duchess to make the case about copyright and privacy, a learning opportunity for the global world. Yes, indeed. And also, we have Charles and the Queen who have done the same thing. So there's no way the Daily Fail is gonna win, even if they go to the how do you call this, to the Supreme Court. Okay, say her damn name, HRH, Duchess of Sussex. That is right, because that's how they put it in the court document. Okay, Meghan has always been HRH. Moreover, she outranked Viscount, okay, Watson-Smith, and her son Archie also outranked Watson-Smith's title via birthright. Okay, so happy for HRH. Daddy fell, lost again. Okay, my wife and I are so happy too. It's a wonderful for Meghan and Harry. This is the fight for David against Goliath. David won. It gave hope to so many people. Okay, I wish the Daily Fail would have wasted court of appeals time like this. I'm sure the judges have more important things to do. But the thing is that they don't really care about that. All these people care is about money. From the time they've been going around the world trying to find new land, new this, new that, it was all about money. I don't know if these people will ever have enough. When is enough? They want more and more and more. When are they going to take a time to stop and think and say, let me enjoy the fruit of my labor? They want more and more. As they want more, they're destroying lives. You could go still going around the world. In one video I was talking about where the UK army and Kenya, and within that comment section someone said there's the French someplace else and somewhere in Africa, and then you got people running for their lives, dying in the middle of the ocean. So they're still going at it in a different form. They don't want people to talk about it. And this is why I said we have to elevate those independent how do you call it? Independent journalists who's putting small articles here and there. They're putting out information. We have to amplify their voices, share their articles wherever you see fit. A lot is going on in the US too. Don't get me wrong. I saw there's a lot of fight going on, but when you look at it in the global scale, and small countries that do not have the voices. Haiti, what's happening to Haiti still? You don't hear a damn thing about Haiti. What is going on with Haiti after they killed the president? What is going on? I have no clue. I haven't followed this since then. All right, these are the things that I'm talking about. It's on a global scale. The little people don't have the voice. So when those independent journalists are throwing things out there, whoever has the whatever small platform you have, amplify the small journalist uh, voice. Okay, follow them. If you could donate to their wherever they are, if they're telling the truth, okay, they're small, they're still doing the work, because this is what right. This is why I say each one of us have a piece to the puzzle. So when one of them do something that you see is right, is coincide with your line of truth, your whatever your conscience, you share it with other people. Hopefully, even if it one person within the within your following group hear it and then tell it to someone else, it's a big win. But we need to amplify some of those little people, because at the beginning I didn't know the UK, were for Duchess Meghan, because all you were hearing was the noise. Little did I know, little at the time, as I followed the right people, Dr. Shola, I didn't know about her once, because I followed the right squad for me to know about her, because they were tweeting about her work, her things, and things like that. All right, so let me move on. Oh my God, 24 minutes on just the first tweet. There's more stuff, more comment under that. Let me go to the next tweet. And I don't know when I'm gonna edit that, but all right, there's Brian Cape Cod. This is another good journalist in the UK. So he threw a thread, and there's some comment here. All right, I'm gonna go and read his thread, because I believe he's gonna be doing an article regarding the case. So whenever he does it, I'm gonna share it with you. All right, Brian Cape Cod. The male tactic in the Meghan case was always to pretend in public that it was the Duchess who was on the trial. She never was. It was the male that was required to defend what it had done, and it simply could not. This is a very well put. It's almost like what I was saying before. This is why Meghan didn't bother putting the text message. It wasn't her who was on trial. So there was no reason for her to bring the text messages in. Okay, but because they wanted to prove themselves, the Daily Fail wanted to prove themselves, they have to dig up for dirt. Where can I find dirt to back up my claim? And then this is where those two idiots, okay, insert themselves into the case, and now we know who they were for from the beginning. All right, so that's that. And his thread continue. She has won resoundingly at every stage. A high court judge who the male almost certainly believed would be sympathy to its case gave victory to the Duchess in February without even holding a trial. Okay, and now 3 very senior judges at the Court of Appeal have thrown out the mail's case again. To add insult to injury, they said that yes, the mail could have its new evidence, but then they explained that the new evidence changed nothing. Okay, it changed nothing. Like I said, it actually strengthened. When I saw the full context of the text, I was like, what all these people were talking about on the on Twitter, saying Meghan lied to the judges and this and that. Oh, she didn't present this and that. She didn't have to because she wasn't on trial, like Cape Cod said here. All right, there's this, and now is that what I just read? Each evidence changed nothing. Okay. Prepare now to see the mail go into murder mode. Call it justice. The judges gang up on us. See, he knows those tabloid. This is why, he knows they're just throwing noise. He knows exactly the tactic. All right, call this justice. The judges gang up on us. The law is our ass. The court have gone woke, all tosh. The law is simple. A private letter is a private letter. The private means you don't splash it across your front page. All right, so this is him saying that. All right, it used to be a key test in British journalism. Do you know your laws? Mistakes in law, we were told, were usually sackable offenses because so much was at stake. Here we have an editor, Ted Verity, who has screwed up on the law spectacularly, and he has been promoted. Wow, he was promoted? Ted Verity, who has screwed up on the law spectacularly, and he has been promoted. In what sense he had been promoted? Was it at the Mail because he threw this article and they promoted him for that? I'm just questioning myself. All right, let's see here. Someone who responded, thank you so much, Brian, for your consistent and dedicated coverage of this trial. Your analysis gave us hope, and it turned out to be just right. You were firm on your belief that Mel on Sunday had no case. Thank you for sticking to the Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. I mean, it's not about sticking to Meghan or anything like that. Yes, my channel is in support of Meghan. I told you. I did my own research the minute she did her case. All right, she filed her case. What did I find? Okay, I went to look, does she have a case here? Because in my puny brain, okay, I thought once you send the letter, okay, whatever, the person who have the letter is theirs or whatever. But when I look into the system, what is in the books, I have the a video here. It says is the person who sent the letter. Okay. So once I knew that, and I said, oh, okay, Meghan have a right here, have a fight here. So once I knew that, I was fine with it. I was scared for her when I didn't know what was on the books. And this is how the tabloid gets so many people mesmerized with their headlines, because a lot of people don't do their own research to find out what is on the books. So once I knew what was in the books, oh, I was like, oh, that's Meghan's case. That she won already. Okay, but the only thing I was afraid of, it's what happened to Johnny Depp if we have a screw-up judge to do the same thing to Meghan. That was my only fear. But what was on the books, I knew it was all Meghan. And everything else was just noise. You could see all of the things. Oh, maybe I should, let me put a note here. Playlist for, what is it? The Meghan's case. All right, I have several videos based on that. You guys could go and check it out. All right, so once I knew that, I was like, oh, it's Meghan. There's no issues here. All right, but you keep on hearing noise, and then what was my other scare? Before the summary judgment came, where the first judge was throwing out other things, out of what is it, Meghan's thing, because Meghan filed for copyright, privacy, and couple other things. I don't remember what were the other things were, but the judges threw everything, all the other things out, but kept the two specific one. All right, which is what she been winning since then. Okay, the copyright and privacy. All right, remember she filed on the same lawsuit, she listed, I think, several other things, but the court threw out some and kept the copyright and privacy. And then this is the thing that she's been winning on. All right. So I knew she would have won. Just go look at some of my videos. My thing never changed, and I keep on telling you what was my fear. But it's not about to be on Meghan's side. It's what was on the book. What was on the books from the beginning. So well-minded people will know Meghan will win whether you like her or not. That's all. But Brian Kipcott was doing his job as a journalist to say exactly what he knows is on the books, and it should go for Meghan. If that was not in the books, it would be like, oh, she's wasting her time. She's not gonna win because this and that, da da da. But it was in the books already, and this is why Meghan filed it. And this is why I said that was the only thing Meghan had on them. So there's no way she was gonna stop. All right. I didn't finish with did I finish with her thing? Okay, thank you for sticking up for the Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. Alright, it's not about sticking up for her. It's just telling the truth. That's all. Alright, and the truth was on Meghan's side. That's what it is. Alright, this is not it's not like I'm hating on her or anything. It's the fact. The fact is facts. There's no way you could change that. Okay, that's kind and I appreciate it, though I can't repeat often enough that I believe the outcome was obvious. There it is. I didn't even read his comment. Was obvious and virtually inevitable, providing you paid no attention to the mail and is dishonest ally. That's exactly that. This is what I was saying. I didn't even read his comment. Okay, that's exactly that. It was on the books. It was inevitable. Exactly. It's not being on Meghan's side. Again, I'm not hating on her. Okay, I'm not hating on on this comment at all. It's just facts. It's facts. Okay, what a breath of fresh air it always is to read your posts and analysis. Thank you for always putting the undiluted truth front, backside, and center. All right, the best part in my opinion. What is that? Okay, letter, but that evidence or anything approaching it was lacking, and did it was not pleaded. Moreover, the new evidence militates against such a case ever being available to the defendant. It is plain. Uh, it is plain from Mr. Knopf's evidence that the claimant did not want the content. There it is. That's exactly what I saw here. I guess this is from the judge. Okay, I didn't read all of the thing that I share with you on my community, but I didn't read all of it. But I started reading it, and then I said, you know what, let me put it out for you guys to check it yourself. I've been saying that it actually strengthened Meghan's case, and there's the judge saying almost the same thing. All right, it is plain from Mr. Knopf's evidence that the claimant did not want the contents of the letter put into the public domain, even if she was prepared for the possibility that it might become public. All right, there it is. Any well-minded people will know that. I don't know what these three bonehead were thinking to think this is specific this part that they should go and give to the mail on Sunday. Although, and some little thing in my mind think that even though Jason Knopf is being the mouthpiece for some certain someone, I believe he has a bigger pie here. All right, Knopf, in my humble opinion, is playing with a someone bigger than that. He might seem he's helping someone, egghead, but there's someone bigger he's helping, and it's not egghead. His position right there is to ruin egghead, and then once that happens, he's gonna get the payoff from someone. Okay? He was put there to mangle and mess up the brothers, and unfortunately, the one of the brothers did not see the nonsense that Knopf was doing. Although Egghead have is blinded with envy, jealousy, and all sort of things, but I believe Knopf is there to ramp up his jealousy, anger, and all of that. All right, so thank you for all your writing on this case. You've been very insightful and measured throughout. Okay, thank you, Brian, for being the voice of reason and beacon of truth in a world filled with so much lies and hatred. Thank you. And then the thing is that when William was talking about the Martin Bashir thing with his mother, and he was saying something. I don't remember exactly how he put, where he's saying that with the lies and things that were going on, that they push his mom to do this interview and all of that. And I'm thinking he's behind all of many of the lies that is being fed out there. I believe Princess Diana was really trying to help him in heaven, because she knows the pain and agony that was in that institution. But when he realized this brother is turned out to be the same type of people who were tormenting her, and then she was like, we gotta work talking with Miss Janet here. We gotta work to let the regular people see who he really is, because we have enough. That pain that I went through was too much. Look at where I am now, where even though I was supposed to be there anyway, meaning in heaven, but I got here too quickly. I was supposed to be in the physical world a bit longer, but with the institution pushed me to be in heaven to more quickly than possible. So therefore, let's prevent him from doing the same thing to Meghan. Therefore, people need to see him for who he is, so he doesn't have that power anymore. Because it's a domino effect. He probably screw up his kingship or whatever. All right, let's see here. It was a tactic for them to draw traffic online, make more money, to avert and sales of paper. They knew that they would never win the case. I think so too. That tactic will cost them millions, and they know. Okay, there's the cheers, a hey to Meghan, and tears to Jason Kenoff. His evidence was all noise. Yeah. Let's see this here. Interested choice of word in her statement. Let's see here. Meghan wins ruling in Mail on Sunday privacy case. All right, let's see here. Oh my God, this is smaller than when I click on it, it's smaller. Which one is better? I think this is better. Okay, the Duchess of Sussex has won the latest stage in her legal fight against the publisher of the Mail on Sunday over a letter she sent to her father. The Court of Appeal rejected Associate Newspaper's attempt to have a trial in the privacy and copyright case. Meghan said it was a win, quote, not just for me, but for anyone who has ever felt scared to stand up for what is right. And as I read that, as more they put, they're pushing Meghan, they're saying all the lies, they're making Meghan more powerful, actually. All right. Associated newspaper said it was disappointed and was considered a further appeal to the Supreme Court. Oh, considering. Okay. I didn't know about that because I don't follow them. Yet a judge had previously ruled in favor of Meghan after extract from the letter appear in the paper. And if it goes to the Supreme Court, it's gonna be the same thing. And not only that, I think as much as those judges are for the what's in the books, they also, I think they are also part of the monarch. They don't really want dirt to come out, because if it does, a lot of dirt will come out. And I bet you if it goes to the appeal to the Supreme Court, we're gonna see more things. As we read between the lines, we're seeing more stuff. And the things that they brought out from the appeal, those text messages, we knew, okay, I think I said in one of my videos, we knew one, Harry have been being bullied with the institution by his father. And the other thing is, and we knew that they wanted Meghan to fly to Mexico to see the father. And what was the other one? There were so many other ones that I thought of. Meghan talked to them like a child. They fundamentally don't understand. When I saw that, I was like, oops, it's like she's talking to a child. It's obvious. There's no way to fly to go see a person just to say the same thing you could have said either over the phone or through a letter. All right, so that's another thing. And the other thing is, Meghan did not want her letter to make public. She wanted it to be private, and the judge saw that. All right, and then we know that who are the enemies, all right, who were against her, because there was no reason for Jason Kenoff to insert himself back into that letter. All right, so if Meghan decides to call Jason to court, so we're gonna learn much more than what we learned already here. All right, and they're gonna prevent that. He's gonna ask for a summary judgment. I'm pretty sure he's gonna ask for, and they most likely will say no, because now we would need to know what pushes you to do that. Let's see here. Megan is probably saying, no, I don't want a summary judgment. I want to hear the whole thing. This is where we want to go to full trial. We want to hear the dirt, because that part with the Daily Mail, I want it to be over as quickly as possible. And I think we have gone to that stage, unless if they go to the Supreme Court. But the other thing, once she's done with Daily Fail, is Jason Kenoff is her next target. Depending on what we hear from Jason Kenoff, it's going to be the next one. She's going to slay them one by one. I think that video, the illusion, it works perfectly with this. They didn't see Megan was a freaking dragon who's gonna burn everything down. Oh my God, let me finish with this. All right. So, a judge had previously ruled in favor of Meghan after extract from the letter appeared in the paper. In a statement issued after the ruling, the Duchess urged people to be, quote, brave enough to reshape a tabloid industry that profits from the lies and pain they create. Meghan, who started the civil action against newspaper group in 2019. Oh my goodness, it was that far back. I don't think I was even near the thing. Maybe I was just starting to be aware of it. All right. In 2019, said, quote, in the early 3 years since this began, I have been patient in the face of deception, intimidation, and calculated attacks, end quote. And this is why they were doing all of that nonsense. You have people telling her, don't pursue it. What do you think? They know they were in the wrong. So if you know you were in the right, why listen to people who's telling you no, don't pursue it? Just because they're the big thing or whatever it is. They've been I think this is one of the first time they've been tested by a regular person. Even though a lot of warriors have called them to court before, but they didn't expect that from Meghan. You have that nameless person on national TV on a daily basis trashing her. They go after her family to come and talk nonsense. And then this is what happened when the brain is empty, don't have any core values, don't have any direction. For the half siblings to, because of money, they went and bashed the sister on national stage. And this is where you see all the enemies coming out. So right now, Meghan is in a comfortable place. If these half siblings were on her side, back her up, guess what? They would have been in Montecito with her. Okay, enjoying Archie, little bit, playing around and all of that. But no, their mind was so empty. They were guided by evil and money, so they only see the wrong. So therefore, they're not in Meghan's life. Everybody see why Meghan is the way she is. Why? Because these people were never good in the beginning. So she saw the hint, so she distanced herself. It wasn't a global stage, but she was taking proper step to distance herself with those people. But now that they put it in global stage, we could understand why she doesn't want them in their lives. Okay? Family, blood doesn't make family. Okay? It's friends, people who stood up for the truth when you need them the most. This is what called family. All right, let's see here. Meghan, who started, did I read that? Started the civil action against newspaper group in 2019, said, quote, in the early 3 years since this began, I have been patient in the face of deception, intimidation, and calculated attacks, end quote. She added, quote, the courts have held the defendant to account. On my hope is that we all begin to do the same, because as far removed as it may seem from your personal life, it is not. Tomorrow it could be you. Anybody who's been following, since I would say I go back to 200 only. I've said this, it could be you. You need to stand, even though many things that I share with you doesn't affect you. When you hear people in the comment section saying, oh, I don't want to know anything else. I just want to know about Meghan, this and that, the Sussexes, and all of that. And I'm like, what I'm sharing with you, it affects your life too. We all freaking connected. We don't even know it. What happened to one? If they know they could get away with it on a global stage, they could do that to Meghan. What do you think? It could happen to you. There it is. Meghan said it too. So some of the little things here, I joke around. I say stupid things occasionally and stuff like that. But the core thing is they will affect you in some shape or form. It may not directly, but the ripple effect of it, because of other people who knows other people who knows other people, it could affect you. Okay, I've said we all are part of the puzzle. When we put everything together, we become whatever the Lord have said out has set out for us to do. This is the bigger price. We don't know what it is, but the Lord knows it. All right, because the evils have come into the planet, spread lie, hate, deception. They tormented children in any stage. They don't know pain. Okay, they just know how to inflict it onto other people. So at some point, we need to pay attention to everything. All right, we don't need to go too deep, and we have to protect our mental health. Okay, if some of the things that I'm saying doesn't affect you or you don't care about it, don't listen to it, because your mental health is priority. Because if that disturb you in some shape or form, whatever you react to your other people, it affects other people. Because I remember when Trump was in position, was in power, I didn't watch any of the news because everything that was coming out was negative. And I saw the way I interact with my children. I'm screaming at them for a little thing. And every time I think about it, I thank God. And I said, I realized what I was doing. I'm screaming at them for little thing, for little thing. So what did I do? I told you I don't watch the news anymore. So therefore, that calmness within me, I restore that. So if some of the things that I'm saying don't apply to you, or it tormented you, whatever it may be, but the truth will remain the truth. Don't watch it. All right? That's that. Okay, these harmful practices don't happen once in a blue moon. They are a daily fare that divide us, and we all deserve better. That is true. That is true. When you're hearing this negativity, that was the core issue in 2016 election. All right, from what is it? From Facebook. This is whoever. I know exactly who was behind this on the Facebook, but I'm not gonna say it. I know exactly who was behind it. They knew this is the only thing that divide the United States. Okay? What divide the United States? Race. Race is the thing that divide the United States. We were okay with it. People move they keep their hate to themselves. They move on. Occasionally, you hear people's getting shot. They get away with murder and stuff like that. That was the core issue of the United States, race. So what did they do? They used that against us in the US, and they spread their nonsense on Facebook. This said this said that. The same blueprint that the UK has. They play all angles. Okay, they say, oh, the black people are saying this, the white people are saying this, the Hispanic are saying that, and then what happened? People get angry. What did we have after that? We have Trump. Guess what? People, when some people, not all, when some people realize the nonsense Trump was throwing out, they're like, I'm not gonna vote for him. I share some of this reasoning with you guys. I was like, oh my God, this is the reason you're not voting for Trump. I was like, okay, please don't vote for him, but your reason seems fucked up. Okay, that should not be the reason. There's so many nonsense this guy did for them to pick one simple thing. I'm like, oh shit, these people are freaking brainless to think this is the reason why they're not voting for Trump. I was like, okay, don't vote for him. We'll take that anyway. But there's so many things that he was doing. But anyway, that was the core issue in the United States that made us have Trump. And then what Trump did, it took generation. Okay, it's take my lifetime, maybe my kids lifetime, and maybe my great grandkids lifetime to restore what the little portion that was there when President Obama had added. All right, President Obama had added a small portion because they were prevented. The evildoers were preventing President Obama from moving forward. And so many of us were so blind to see we have to go vote in the midterm election to boost President Obama, but many of us just sit home. And this is what I say during election, even if you're making $1 billion a day, $1 billion a day, because I know a lot of you want more, and more, and more. You can never have enough. That one day, get your your BUTT in the voting booth and vote. Because now some states have mail-in ballot and all of that early voting. Do that, because otherwise the evildoers that you think is for you, because evildoers only knows how to do evil things. Whatever you have, the $1 million or $1 billion you're making a day, they want that for themselves, because evildoers have jealousy, envy, and all of the stuff. They want what you have, so they're gonna wipe that off your off of you. So go vote to keep doing your $1 billion. Just make the one day as an investment for your future to keep on having that $1 billion. All right, that's a small little perspective of things for you. All right, because President Obama was adding more prosperity to our lives and things like that. When they see everybody is benefit from it, they say nope. Nope, it's only me. I should have this. I should have. They're always having tax cut and all of that. But just because President Obama was giving a little incentive to the regular people, not just one, everybody, they were like, nope, they cannot have it. Only me. Okay, that only, you know, is uh very evil of them. All right. So, and what did we have after President Obama? 2 term, everybody comes and voted for President Obama. President Obama is not a dictatorship. He can't do everything by himself. He needs support. And that is the support many of us in the US did not give President Obama. All right. And then what did we have? We have Trump. And then was that a small election just happened, what, couple months ago in November? Oh, last month. Okay. Still, some people did not go vote. Did not go vote. But let me just leave that. All right, so that was that. This small little thing took almost an hour. All right, let's see some of the comments here. Journalism has pure bias and disinformation is a daily fail. True, she never had to defend lying to the court. Okay, Rebecca, how is your life enhanced by ignoring her daily fail, breach privacy and copyright? You still have some people who's in denial. If it was her, what was she how was she gonna defend herself? Who is that? Let's see how many I didn't want to. That's not what I want. Oh, come on. Okay, but reporter. Okay, who is she reported? Okay, I don't know. Oh, maybe it's this one that I wanted to know. And not followed by anyone. Okay, so true, she never had to defend lying to the court. Lying for what? What was she lying about? Okay, there was no reason to lying. She just saying, okay, I wanted my letter to be private. Don't talk about that. That's all. She was, you defy my order because I want this to be private. Okay, as a privileged judge, okay, presiding judge Warby all but told the mayor, okay, with their specious evidence. Okay, exactly. Let me move to another one. Oh my God. Let's see here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Oh my God, for this video, but it's going on. All right, I'm gonna do another prayer for video 1. So this is for video number 2. It stopped. So video number 1 prayer. Let's do this one. Okay, prayer for victory over stronghold. No demon on earth will prosper, for I am equipped and ready to charge and to battle, clothed in your mighty armor and stepping out in faith, for the battle is already won. Wow, you are always by my side, therefore I cannot and will not ever be defeated. Wow, this is really good. Yet, if I do stumble and fall or lose my way, I can rest assured knowing that you will pick me up and comfort me. This is very good. All right, so this one was for video 1. And if you're watching this is for video 1. There's another prayer for video number 2. All right, please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you know help support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. If the link is broken, let me know. For some reason, it had happened before. I don't know how, but it had. And some of you have donated. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. And let's keep praying.